The Coach Adam Fossett Show brought to you by the B.B. Comer Alumni Association, round 3 of the 2A football playoffs. Coach Fossett joined us after a victorious trip down to Wicksburg, Alabama. That's in Newton, as a matter of fact. And, you know, it was a struggle at times, but the field kind of yucky at times too, but you got the W.
Yeah, it was, man, it was a battle. So, we get there and get rolling. We come out pretty fast and go up 14-0. They come back, battle back, and score. So
now they have some athletes now.
Yeah, no doubt. They had some guys that would get after it. Had a tailback that was really good, good strong runner. Had a couple linebackers that would get after it and make some tackles. So. You know, they played well, and they were able to playing at their place, playing at a place we had never been before, and I thought we handled the travel well. I thought we handled the whole trip. I thought we handled it very well as far as our focus and being prepared. So come up big in the fourth quarter with some stops. Chris Wilson does a great job punting for us, which we haven't punted a lot in previous weeks. So. We do have to line up and punt some in the second half. He pins them deep a couple times, and that's huge for us on field position. And then Devin Harvey comes up big with an interception late to get the ball back for us to secure it, and we're able to take a knee and run it out.
You know, Harvey's had 2 or 3 interceptions the last couple of games.
Yeah, he's come up big in the past couple of games. He's man, he has ice water in his veins. He's no matter the situation, he's the same. He's cool, he's calm, collective. You never see him. We never really seen him get rattled, which is good and bad, I guess. You know, because sometimes when you're trying to coach him up, he's the same calm face, and you're like, man, I hope he got that. I hope he understands that. So, but yeah, man, just fortunate to win on the road and be able to come back home was huge. Had a good trip and was able to through tons of support, was able to pretty much fund our entire trip.
Yeah, and I know you want to thank everybody for being a part of that too.
Yeah, we had a ton of people reach out and help financially and just to help with the bus and meals and everything involved. And without a list in front of me, I couldn't name everybody and get them all on there. But that kind of support is what really shows how special what's going on is that we have alumni reaching out, we have businesses reaching out, just wanting to, you know, hey, we want to show our support, and that means a lot to us, means a lot to the program, and helps us out a ton.
Let's get to halftime. You're up at halftime. Key part of the win for B.B. Comer at the beginning of the third quarter.
Yeah, beginning of the third quarter, we get the ball and go down the field and score, get the 2-point conversion. So we're up 8, which, you know, that's a bonus in itself, having that 8-point lead. So once we score, we don't necessarily shut it down, but we start making a few mental mistakes. Wicksburg makes a few adjustments and does a few things a little bit different. So we go back and forth for the entire second half. They do score. They score again to make it 22-14. Threw a ball that, you know, it was debatable on the catch, but it was called a catch. And then they scored. Their tailback takes it in on like the 2-yard line. So they go up, or they score and we go up 22-14, and then it's just back and forth. I mean, we go back and forth for the rest of the time. A couple tight situations. We have a 3rd and long situation, and they throw a little pass, and my DB's going out to make a tackle and just falls down. And it's, you know, I asked him after the game, I'm like, what happened? He said, I just slipped. I don't know, you know. So, but he was trying to get there and falls down, which they get a big gain there. And and it kind of, you know, again, it goes back and forth. So from after that first drive, the rest of the third quarter and the fourth quarter, it became a defensive battle. And our defensive guys, they stood up to the challenge, and played well. Defensively, we were tested last week just with some of the different stuff that Wicksburg did and some of the stuff they lined up in. It tested
Kamora
us a
Harris,
little bit.
another monster game for you.
He did. Man, Kamora, he really stepped up and ran the ball hard for us and just kept. I think he gets stronger as the games go on. Yeah. And, we're fortunate to have an athlete like him. But we're even more fortunate to have an athlete like him that's healthy right now. And he's healthy. He's good to go, playing well. And he's playing both sides of the ball. This is 2A football, so all your big-time players are all playing both sides of the ball. And you're getting as many reps as you can during these games to make a difference for your team.
So for the second year in a row, BB Comer moves on to the third round of the 2A playoffs. And you face a team here in Sylacauga at Legion Stadium tomorrow night in Reeltown that scores a lot of points and don't give up many points.
Yeah, Reeltown does a good job defensively. They're very, very stingy. They're averaging giving up 9 points a game. So their coaching staff does a good job preparing them and getting them ready. And they have a good combination of size and speed. So they've got some big guys up front. They have speed on the edge. And then offensively, you're going to see a lot of I formation. You're going to see some wishbone stuff, and they're going to line up and run at you. They're going to try and get. They're going to try and get They're going to try and get to the outside, but they'll run inside as well. They run a power game. The three backs in the back for wishbone are tough. They have a couple tight ends that do a really good job blocking, and they'll slip out sometimes, and we got to make sure that they're covered. So defensively, we'll have our hands full there. Offensively, we're going to have to maximize our drives. We're going to have to maximize our possessions. We've got to put points on the board, obviously, to have success. So when you get to the third round. Every team's good.
8 teams left?
Yeah, 8 teams left in 2A. We're one of 8 teams left playing in 2A football, and they're 10-1 and we're 10-2. So they've had their share of success. We've had our share of success, and for the team, the team that moves on will be the team that makes less mistakes. So looking forward to that. And then the winner will get the winner of Highland Home and Clark County. So
you remember Clark County?
Yeah, we remember Clark County. I talked to Coach Luker a few weeks ago. So he said he was surprised that they were this far. I told him I wasn't surprised at all.
Yeah. Hey, Coach, BB Comer has been successful in the last several weeks in the playoffs of getting out of the gate early, getting points on the board early. How important is that against Reeltown?
It's going to be very important. I think we're going to have to, we generally, if we win the toss, we generally defer. I like to play defense first. The concept is get a stop and score. And then you're also looking to get the ball at the half. So, if that doesn't work out and we get the ball first, hey, we get the ball and score. That's kind of the mentality we try to build in our guys. But it's going to be, explaining to our guys, this is going to be a 4-quarter game. I mean, this is going to be a full game. So, you can't let some adversity in the first quarter mess with you and end up ruining the rest of the game for you. So, there's going to be some adversity in the game. There's going to be some things happen that we got to correct. But, it's anything like that is correctable. We'll coach them up on the sidelines, and hopefully they adjust, and we can get everything worked out. But we've had a good week of practice. Guys are bouncing around. There's a lot of energy there, and you take that energy and carry it over to Friday, and we look for a big turnout. I think we'll have a good crowd, and the more people that are in the stands, the warmer it will be. So they just pack in there shoulder to shoulder. They won't have to worry about it being cold.
B.B. Comer's come a long way from the season opener against Dadeville back in August, and some guys that have grown with this football team this season, that you can just see them improving leaps and bounds with not just their attitude, but with their experience. Who are some of those?
One that sticks out big time is Alex Cunningham. Alex was he was a backup, going into camp, and we had some injuries, and he's been our starting center all season long. He's done a great job for us, playing some defense now in some of our sets, and Alex has improved greatly. And man, he's done a phenomenal job for us, just getting kind of getting acclimated to playing. He wasn't used to that aspect of it. He was used to getting some mop up time or something like that. But he stepped up huge. Does a great job for us. I think Jai Gaddis and Chris Wilson have done an amazing job for us.
Those two names just keep popping up every game.
Yeah, and they have a big task, especially this week. They have a big task on those ends. Just keeping everything inside and keeping our guys, keeping anything from getting to the next level, because like I said, Reeltown's backs are pretty quick. So if they get in the secondary, we're going to be chasing them. So Jai and Chris have a tough job this week, and looking forward to seeing how well they play. They're really going to have to be disciplined in what they do. Jesse Graham's a guy that goes unnoticed. Jesse's quiet guy, doesn't say a whole lot, but Jesse works his tail off, and Jesse gets better every week. He's the one that tripped last week, and after the game I asked him about it. He was all smiles. He's like, "Coach, I have no idea. Like I just fell." So, but I could go down the list of all the guys that have improved and done and made some improvements. But you're right. We've improved as a team so much since that first week. We've got some young guys. Caden Brown plays guard for us as a 9th grader, and he's like from week 1 when he was terrified to now where he's more confident in what's going on, and he knows those other 4 guys depend on him.
We don't see, Coach, before we go this one, we don't see the wishbone very often. We're going to see some of that tomorrow night.
Yeah, we're going to see some wishbone, which we don't see a whole lot of, and Reeltown's they've traditionally been a running team over the years, so. We've prepared for it. We've got a plan hopefully in place for it, and we know that there's going to be some plays where, excuse me, there's going to be some plays where we may have some breakdowns, but it's 4 quarters. We got to go the entire 4 quarters and play all 4 quarters, and we want to hope to get out to a quick start and go from there.
All right, Coach Adam Fossett, head football coach and athletic director the B.B. Comer Tigers. They'll play Reeltown in round 3 of the 2A playoffs tomorrow night at Legion Stadium in Silicon, kick at 7 o'clock. Coach, good luck. Let's talk again next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
More Daybreak coming up. Adam Fossett Show brought to you by the B.B. Comer Alumni Association.